Warning. This video blog or vlog may contain harsh language and opinions that are not necessarily in line with YouTube or its partners or affiliates. YouTube does not openly endorse the content of this vlog. All opinions are expressly those of Ranting Ramsey and do not reflect on the opinions or values of YouTube, its affiliates, or its parent or partner companies.
Greetings, Internet people. Ranting Ramsey here. How are you all doing today? I anticipate this being a somewhat lengthy video, as I don't really have any one specific thing I want to talk about, just a few different rambling points that I kind of wanted to make, just different stuff that's been on my mind. I thought about trying to make a more pointed video, something with a more tangible purpose, but I just couldn't really come up with anything. I'm feeling relatively apathetic about making videos today, but I still decided that I felt like doing something. And so I just figured I'd just talk about a few random points that were on my mind, ask your opinion about something, and then give you a couple of updates as to things that I've been thinking about doing in the future. So, the first thing that I've got a little bullet point list here, but they're nothing more than just the actual topics. The first one is I consider this one of life's little annoyances, so don't put too much stock in it, I guess you could say. But for some odd reason, those little decals that people put on the back of their car that have stick figure representations of their family, and there's lots of different variations of them now, not just stick figures, but other motifs, as you will. For some odd reason, quite inexplicably, those just annoy the living shit out of me. And there's no good reason for it. I'm not going to attempt to justify this annoyance at all, because it's completely irrational. I see these things on the back of someone's minivan, usually, sometimes SUV. Usually it's on the back of a minivan. I get kind of irritated. For no particular reason. It probably is indicative of some mental malfunction of mine, I guess. I don't know. But, I don't know. I hate those things. I really do. Are they trying to give me some sort of indication that there's possibly small children in the van, so be careful? Because, honestly, it kind of has the exact opposite opinion, or effect on me. If I owned a little $200 piece of shit car that I didn't care what happened to them, I'd probably, on a really bad day, just intentionally smack right into one of those vehicles. I don't know why. I'm probably a horrible person for it, but I don't know. Those things just invoke some sort of ire in me, and so I consider them one of life's little annoyances, because for some odd reason they piss me off. There's no justifiable reason for it. There's no logical thinking behind it that I can figure out. I just fucking hate them. They're stupid. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And so, segueing from that into the next thing, which, like, that was insignificant. That means nothing. But this is kind of poignant, and, there's a specific incident in my life that makes me think of this, but I want to stay away from specifics as much as possible, because I'm not looking to implicate anything or anyone in my frustration. I'm simply wanting to vent my frustration and ask other people, namely you guys, what you think about this. And this is basically what I'm saying is here is, at what point does being a nice guy invite people seemingly taking advantage of that fact? And once again, like I said, not going into details. How can I put this without going into details? It's actually kind of difficult now that I think about it, because I was going to do this on the fly, and I thought it would be easy. It's just kind of, there's an incident recently that just kind of frustrated me a little bit, because it basically... There was something that somebody promised, or not even necessarily promised, but told me that they would do regarding something. And in the conversation that I had with this person, I guess this is my fault. I made the mistake of saying this, because they offered me this, because I called someone up and I said, hey, this is a problem. For me, this matters, and I'd like to see this taken care of. And they offered me their solution. They told me what they were going to do, and I said, pretty much verbatim, this is what I said. I said, that's cool, man. I can deal with that. Right on. And if that doesn't happen, well, then I guess I'll just deal with that too. And ended the conversation, and lo and behold, I haven't received any further communication from the person. And granted, I could pick up the phone and call them myself, but I guess I'm feeling a little bit obstinate at this point, feeling like, no, the ball is not in my court. The puck is not in my possession, whatever you want to say. I'm on defense, and I don't feel the need to call them up because I think that, that the ball, like I said, the ball's in their court. They should carry out what they said they were going to do, or let me know that I have to go on with the alternative, which is evident at this point, that apparently I'm just going to have to do what I said, like deal with the incident not happening. And I understand this is completely vague. There's probably one person that's going to watch this video that knows exactly what I'm talking about. But, but the point of bringing that up really is, like I said, is at what point does being a nice guy just invite this kind of thing? Because as much of an asshole as I can be in these videos and spout a lot of cuss words and foul language and whatnot, and present a very sometimes irrational side of a story or whatever, I, on the general average, treat people very well in my day-to-day life because, as one I've talked about, one of my recurring themes is that humanity can be advanced through the proper treatment of humans by their fellow humans. So I'm usually very amiable in situations, and I am more than happy. It's like at work, for example, I'm a manager, and the crew that works under me, under my supervision, I am extremely lenient with them under the understanding that happy crew is productive crew. And so I will be lenient with my crew in expecting that, well, hey, I've been lenient with you, so if I ask you to do something that you may not want to do, hey, don't give me any shit about it. Just do it, because I'm generally very lenient. And this just seems to backfire constantly, which is why I've decided recently that I'm no longer going to be lenient. I guess I'm going to have to be that hard-assed boss that everybody hates to work for, because apparently the hard-assed bosses are the ones that get things done for them. And I really hate to have to be that way in my personal life. But it seems like, with things that I've had to deal with in the last few years, that the being the nice guy and just saying, hey, that's okay, man, don't worry about it, seems to fucking backfire. And it just, people seem to expect that. And eventually you wind up on the short end of the stick constantly, in my personal opinion. That, I don't know, maybe I'm just impatient or irritated, but karma takes too long to come around. And not that I'm nice to people because I expect that I'll have nice things come to me, but it's one of the benefits, the perks, you will, of being a nice guy if you believe in karma, is that eventually it will come back to you. Well, damn it, I could use some good karma right about now. And it doesn't seem to be happening. So, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep my chin up. I'm gonna keep a stiff upper lip, as the Englishman might say, and just carry on and hope that eventually the good things will come to me. So, moving on. This is getting lengthy, so I'm gonna try to hit these next 2 points relatively quickly, if possible. I have this weekend off. I have Saturday and Sunday off. Yes, I realize this is Thursday. But I have Saturday and Sunday off. I've got a lot of shit to take care of on Friday. I won't be available until the very evening on that. But I'm thinking that maybe I just might possibly do a short live show sometime, either Saturday night or Sunday night. Now, I'm not leaning towards Sunday, because I know that the Archfiend generally likes to do Sunday live shows, as do a couple other people, and I wouldn't want to put any of our mutual viewers at odds, like, well, whose live show do I go to, or whatever. So I might do one Saturday night. Give me feedback as to that, if that works for the viewers that would want to see it. If you don't give a shit, then I don't care. But if you have an opinion and want to see it and Saturday night doesn't work for you and it doesn't work for the overwhelming majority, then I'll try to find another night. But I've got the entirety of this weekend off, so I was thinking I might try to do a live show. I have a couple of things that I'll need to acquire on Friday after I get done with all the stuff I have to do if I want to do the live show in quite the way that I'm thinking of. But there you go, there you have it. And then the last thing I was going to talk about, the second part of the couple updates part of the title of this video is I've decided that because I've been feeling relatively apathetic about making videos lately and I've had somewhat less motivation than normal, that I'm going to open the floodgates, I guess you could say, for collaborations or whatever. I know I've never really spoken about this, and all the collabs that I've done have kind of come out of nowhere, save for like one, which was the anniversary collaboration with the Archfiend that people kept asking for. But, yes, I know. I'm stealing Inquisitive Joe's shtick here. Whatever. But I'm going to pretty much put the same kind of guidelines up that Inquisitive Joe has put up, as in, if you want me to do a collaboration with you, you gotta give me some solid idea of what I'm supposed to do for you in my part of the video, and I will get that done with my own personal flair. Take in mind any script or lines that you give me are going to be added the Ramseyan flair to them, so don't feel the need to write in the flair. Just write the lines that you think need to be said, and I will add my own flair to them. Of course, be patient. Sometimes if I do wind up getting busy, it'll be a couple of days or something before I get the parts to you, but I'll find whatever way that you ask me to get those parts to you. And oh hell, there was one other point that I was going to mention. No, I can't think of what it is. Oh, right. Just as Inquisitive Joe has said that if I do a collab with you, the collab will be posted on your channel. It will not be something that I post up or upload and put on my channel. I might feature it if it turns out really well and I really like it. I might put it on my channel for a day or two. But for the most part, if you want to do a collab with me, you're gonna have to tell me what you want me to do in relatively defined terms. Because if you don't, you might not get what you want. And then all the editing and uploading and rendering and all that will be on your shoulders, not mine. Unless I ask you to do a collab for me, which I've been pondering ideas, but I have nothing solid yet. So there you go, there you have it. That's pretty much all the things I wanted to say in a freaking huge-ass long video at this point. Feel free to comment on any of the things that I've said in this video. As always, send me private messages to discuss points that you want further elucidation on. Video responses are always welcome if you want to engage in that sort of debate with me. That's fine, I don't mind. That's what I'm fucking here for. So there you go, there you have it. A few semi-random thoughts and a couple of updates, as was promised. I'm Ranting Ramsey. That is all for now.
Hey, did you get all that, man?
Douche.